So, culture changes is thinking about how computers have changed our entire culture, the way in which we do things. And to give you some ideas, because we could talk about this, I'm just going to list off some obvious ones, but you could talk about this for a long, long time. But if you think about education, right now, if you're watching this, you are sat listening to me try and teach you through a computer screen. So the sort of moment where in the olden days, the only time you would have to learn from a teacher is when they were stood talking at the front of a class. Well, now that barrier has been blown away by technology and computers. So you now have a teacher available to teach you 24/7. If you don't like the sound of my voice or I'm not teaching you very well, you can go and find somebody else online that will teach you the same content in a different way, a different approach. And you can do that at any time you want. You don't even need to be in the school. You don't even need to be part of the school, and you can be educated. So education, we've even got online universities and things now. Number two, working from home. So computers allow you to work from home more than ever before. So working from home is a good thing and a bad thing. It can mean it's difficult to switch off, which we've talked about before, but it also allows people that are, say, like disabled, that wouldn't be able to have the same sorts of jobs because they couldn't necessarily get to the work environment, could now do that work from home. Or if you were a full-time mum and you wanted to, or full-time dad and you were at home with the kids and you wanted to be working in the evenings, you could easily potentially pick up a job because of the tools computers give us. Shopping online is obviously changed the world massively. So shopping online now and getting things delivered to your door is killing off slowly local shops. I mean, I've got a couple of people that own local shops in my family, and they're lucky still to be afloat, to be honest, because they're just not as popular as they used to be, because people can often buy things cheaper online. It's very difficult for a local shop to compete with an online retailer because they don't have the overhead such as rent and things like that. Language. So culture. What I mean by this is not. I don't mean things like Google Translate. Well, I suppose that is one. How I can now go to France. I can't speak French, but I can speak in English to my phone, and my phone can translate it to French and speak out loud to somebody else. I suppose things like that. But I was thinking more of actually develops our language that we use in our culture. Words like selfie and viral weren't words before computers came around. It was computers, the use of computers, that have developed our actual language that we use. Number five, social media. I mean, think how life without social media. Most people watching this video won't know what life was without the inclusion of social media to a certain extent. Social media is absolutely huge now, but it didn't used to be a thing at all. So that's changed our culture. Blogging's way more popular. I've never really been into it myself, but blogging, some people, is absolutely huge. And reading blogs, being able to read the thoughts and display your thoughts to the world as an audience is an amazing tool. Streaming and downloading. So streaming negatively as well. I mean, cinemas, if you know what you're doing, you can stream videos without going to the cinema. Um, or you could pay, that's obviously illegal, or you can pay for things like Netflix and things like that, which again is encouraging you to stay in your home or stay in front of your computer. So there's good sides and bad sides, but streaming is changing the media industry altogether. The TV industry is changing massively. Things like DVDs and CDs are sort of ceasing to exist because streaming is taking over. And downloading illegally and legally. So legally downloading means you can have things at the press of a button. You might have to pay for it, but like if you think of apps and software and things, you don't need to go to a shop anymore. Just download it. And then you've got arguments to say downloading illegally, how easy that is. But if people stop earning money from computer games because people are downloading them, they would they stop making them? I don't know. If you won't make things if you don't get money from it. So whether it's had a negative impact on these industries, I'm not so sure. It's very debatable. But these are all examples of ways that computers are changing our entire culture.